Hello there. Hello there. Is the volume working? Apparently, the volume is now working. Hello. 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 Apparently, the volume is now working. Apologies. Anyway, hello there. I just thought I'd give everyone a quick update on what's going on with my main channel. It looks like it's gone. Yeah. I already had 2 flags, and then a third video got flagged. It was a video about V. I think it was his fanboys, but as with all flags, it's basically impossible to tell unless someone owns up to it. And even then, they could very well be trolling, so it's basically impossible to know. Appealed that, and I'm also got in touch with the guy on Twitter who's got some sort of standing in YouTube as a person who deals with flags, who has appealed one of the first of the 2 that I already had. So it's possible that the channel might be reinstated at some point, but possibly not. Yeah, and so it's a little bit annoying, really. 2 years into that channel of blood, sweat, and tears, and it might well be gone now. But I'm on this channel now. This is still, still technically my backup channel until I know for sure that the main channel is gone. Which we'll wait and see, but I'm not convinced that I'm going to be getting that channel back. So this may well be my main channel now. And thank you to everyone who today they've retweeted and got the word out about the flagging down of the channel and coming over here. And I've had a large boost in subscribers, and I'm now over 1,000. So I've just enabled super chat, which is a very weird concept. That actually, you can give me money to post a comment, and it gets highlighted in the chat, and then but I don't know why. I don't know why, and I doubt anyone will ever give me any money doing that, because that's just the way it is. Yeah, and so I've got a I've got lots of videos to re-upload and all of that. For anyone who's remotely worried, all of the old videos are fine. Micaiah B, who is a fucking legend, love that dude. He has I don't know exactly the exact term. Basically, backed up the entirety of my old channel, which I had when I had the second of the 2 strikes that I already had. So I'll be able to upload whatever I look. I won't upload everything from the old channel because there are lots of stuff that's just basically throwaway crap. Not bad videos, just they're not really worth re-uploading, I suppose. So yeah, I'll be re-uploading all the old Descent of Manospheres and all of that, and some other bits and bobs over the next few days. And even if I get my channel back, I think I will, because it seems that the supposed lovers of free speech, which are obviously nothing of the kind, have decided to come after me in one way or another. So the channel will probably go down at some point, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, and that's the galling thing, actually, is that the sort of anti-side, the anti-social justice warrior, anti-feminist, whatever, community, for want of a better phrase, constantly go on about how, oh, well, if only the SJWs would talk to us and communicate and interact with us, like as if that would make any difference. Because I do that constantly. I've done more than the vast majority of quote unquote SJWs. I know it's a stupid phrase, it doesn't mean anything, but I've been on with every fucker. I've talked to basically any fucker who would want to talk to me. I've been on Sargon's channel a million fucking times, including with on a couple of occasions with V. So thanks to his fanboys, brilliant, well done. I've been on with Karen Strawn, Croton T, Senior Mini Bagel, long time ago that one. Obviously Andy Warski and Blair White. I've been on with fucking everyone. I've communicated and interacted with all of yous, and yet the fucking free speech fucking joke community has still come after me. So maybe it might be worth. This is the thing. Maybe Steve Shives might have it absolutely bang on. Just ignore them. Just totally blank them, block them all. Fuck it. Because talking to them still be no good, has it? They still came. Well, not the actual content creators, but the fans of them still came after me. So maybe the best thing to do would be to just fucking block them and not talk. Because they're not interested in building fucking bridges. Yes, it's very frustrating. Anyway. Let's see what people are saying. Oh my God, step back history, you rotted fool. What are you doing? Thank you enormously, you mad bastard. He's just given me $2 Canadian. Is that a lot? I don't know how much a Canadian dollar is. That could be millions. It could be tuppence halfpenny. I haven't got a clue. But you've made it rain on this hoe, so thank you. You didn't put a message though, so all I've done is insult the currency of your nation. Morning Cooks, thank you. Where is Kev's other channel? I don't know if you missed, but basically it's been flagged down. We don't know. Yeah, exactly, Platt. Yeah, I don't know why people would give me money, considering there aren't ever enough people in my live streams to make a difference. And I've got an Ask FM question. You could just go there and ask me a question, and I'll answer it for free. Some random geek. What are you doing? Thank you. This is the thing, right? I've been known in my live streams for essentially abusing my own audience, and the super chat thing is going to be no different. If you give me money, I will verbally assault you. So thank you to some random geek who's given me $2 US. Now I do know sort of the conversion rate on that, so I think that's about $1 or £1.50-ish, somewhere in there. Apparently, $2 Canadian is £1.22. I mean, firstly, Canada, sort your fucking economy out. What's going on there? Or sort your currency out. Yeah, and so I've made about £3 there, and I'm sure someone can do a joke about how I need to lose a few pounds because of the old jowliness or whatever. What are we doing? Making Kib dance for nickels? Yeah, basically you are. That's what's happening there. Yeah, I only turned that on because I just thought, well, I never turned it on my old one because even though I had enough people to do it, I was always had like a strike, so I couldn't do live streams. And because like the retweeting and all of that sort of stuff that's happened today as a result of the overnight getting the third strike and the channel going down, which I mean, there's still a small hope that I might be able to get the channel back, but I'm not gonna at all hold my breath on that. But yeah, because of all that, I've gone from like 760 something to over 1,000 now, and you have to have 1,000 to be eligible to open the super chat option or whatever. So yeah, I've done that as sort of as a joke, really, or just as a joke to myself, because this one of the aspects, and this is absolutely unconnected, but you might be able to tell I'm a little bit drunk at this point. There's one emotional aspect which I hadn't even considered until I sort of sat down today and took stock of what was going on. Was that I had that channel right since 2006. The channel has been flagged down. Now I'm still at university in 2006. I literally signed up for it back when I was in my uni days to watch bootleg copies of The Daily Show because they weren't showing The Daily Show in Britain at the time. And so the sort of emotional journey I'd been on, and not just that, but growing up as a human being I'd had with that YouTube channel as part of it. And I hadn't really even thought about that emotional connection to it. When I first signed up for YouTube, that YouTube account, well, YouTube in general, and that YouTube account, which is the same fucking day, Kev, get your idea, come on. I was such a different person than I am today. You wouldn't recognise me, not just because I was skinny. I had cheekbones to die for. I was glorious. You could see my ribs and everything. But in terms of as a person, not just as a physical specimen. And so to lose that, even though it's a YouTube channel, it's not the end of the world. Let's not get too fucking maudlin. I'm not going to sit here and cry about it. It's just YouTube. It literally is. To lose that's been, that kind of, that YouTube channel has been a portal through which I've experienced a lot of culture and a lot of opinion and debate and stuff, which has helped form who I am today. Taken away is I don't know, just a bit deflating, just a bit upsetting, frankly. I mean, it's not the end of the world. Like I say, it is just YouTube. I'm not going to get fucking too upset about it. Stop giving me money, you mental cases. I love you, but stop it. Oh God. Lonely Wolf 1985. What's is that Australian? I presume. I mean, again, I have no idea what that's worth in actual British money. And when I say British money, I mean correct money. That person says, "Fuck flaggers, best wishes from the wrong hemisphere of the earth." So it is Australia. Okay. Well, thank you. I do hope your hungry kangaroos won't starve because of that $5. I presume every Australian just has some kangaroos. That's what Australia is, isn't it? And Bearing Cab, get a beer. Bearing Cab is a really strange individual, right? Oh, McKay's here. Hello, McKay. I gave you a brief shout out a second ago. Thank you for backing up all my shite. I was going to say, Bearing Cab is a strange one because obviously it's someone who's set up a sort of fan page that's a mixture of Bearing and Copper Cab, which, I mean, that's a really weird. That's a really weird thing. I don't know why you would do that. But thank you for the. Oh, what did they give me? I can't even remember. $5 US. That's about. What's that, about £3.20 or something? So thank you. That's. Yeah, I appreciate that. But yeah, with the super chat, you really don't have to give me money on super chat. It's like I say, it's there. Like if you, like I say, my Ask FM. Is my Ask FM linked below? I can't remember if I put the fucking links in the description. It isn't. I really should put my Ask FM in the links, shouldn't I? I will afterwards at some point. I'll have an Ask FM, and you can go there and ask me a question for free, and I'll answer it in probably the most sarcastic way imaginable. I'll probably give you a really stupid answer, or I'll write you a fucking essay. One of the two. What about ContraPoint's new video masterpiece? I haven't seen it yet. I've been dealing with all this shit today. Yeah, it's been a bit weird. I haven't had time to watch. Basically, no, I'll tell you a lie. I watched a few videos earlier from a guy called the Messianic Manic, who is like my go-to when I just want something entertaining and distracting, but that's also sort of in depth, because he does stuff about like atheism and science and stuff. And when I want something to just distract me from the world, I'll go and watch his videos. So I've done that today a little bit, as well as uploading, shit to this channel and setting up a new backup channel, a third channel. Well, technically a fourth channel, because I did have one for a very short-lived US sports podcast that I tried to do that didn't go very well. Jenny Kiss. Oh my God, is that actually Jenny McDermott who's giving me $2 US? What videos were flagged? What was going to say? Yeah, what videos were flagged? The first two, the first one, which is being possibly dealt with by this guy from YouTube who deals with well, he's not from YouTube, but he's got some. I can't remember the exact. I really should have learned the phrase or his title, but he's like one of the YouTube angel type people, I think, and has some sort of level of trust within YouTube, some actual official like connection there. that means he can get, flags dealt with in a way that maybe otherwise can't be. Like, he got V's channel put back up, and V had 5 strikes against his channel. So clearly this guy has some level of trust within YouTube. Anyway, yeah, the first of the videos was Crouton T's final solution to the Eschew question, which is near the knuckle comedy. There's no doubt about it. The title is specifically meant to be YouTube heroes. Sorry, not angels. Fuck's sake, Kev. Yeah, the oh, fuck's sake, Kev. This is the thing. Don't drink and broadcast. That's the lesson from this, isn't it? Yeah, Crouton T going mad, and then I said calm down, Goebbels, and then Jews activate, and that was literally, it's like 1 minute 30 video, clearly meant to be comedy. And he got flagged, but to be fair to Kraut, and I don't like being fair to Kraut because he's a fucking prick, but he actually mirrored that video and made a video calling out the person who flagged it down and all the rest of it. So that's fair play to him, because literally in that video I called him Goebbels. So yeah, so it shows a good sport on his part, and that he actually, that is, for all his faults, and there are many, he is at least principled in that regard. So fair play to him on that. The second one was a Skeptical Squirrel video, which again, I mean, it was sort of meant to be comedy, but also had a point. But the point itself didn't for a second breach the terms of service, as far as I can see, although they are ludicrously vaguely worded. There was one where I did, it was a joke. I set it to classical music, and it's the Skeptical Squirrel going, he's a terrorist, and it's a list off of terrorists who are brown, basically. So Al Qaeda type terrorists, and then section was mentally ill, and it was pictures of white people who were terrorists but had been sort of described as mentally ill rather than as terrorists. And the point being, therefore, because the skeptical squirrel character is a sarcastic play on the right wing people, right, on that kind of fucking dickhead skeptic person, right? And so the point that was being made was that those kind of people see a brown terrorist and say that's a terrorist, and then they see a white terrorist and say, oh, he's mentally ill, or he's a loner, or he's a product of the fucking feminist system, or whatever. Joke, that was the point I was making. And that got flagged down for hate speech. I mean, what? Hello. Can you now hear me? Can we now be heard? Where did I get to before I cut out? Can someone say, so I know, like, because I don't want to go through the whole fucking shit again. Yeah. Where are we? Hello. Yes. $2 more. Jenny, stop sending me money. This is what you did. Kev, your sound came unplugged. Yes, thank you, Jenny. Is that the actual Jenny McDermott? That seems really odd, because you've done nothing but troll me for the last year. So I don't know why you're now giving me money. That's weird.
Yeah, where did I get to? Just at the end of talking about the second flagged video. Yeah, so yeah, that was yeah, the skeptical squirrel video was yeah, I was making the point about the how those right wing people see white terrorists and say mentally ill and all of that, and that they're just a loner and it's the fucking feminist system. And then the third video was about Keck, about V and his Keck people. His Keck brethren army, whatever. Anyway, they had this meet up in London, England, with Sargon and V and God knows how many other fucking. They call themselves shitlords as if that's anything. They're just, I mean, they're just man children. It's pathetic. Anyway, and part of that was they went to a ground and they hoisted a Kyrgyzstan flag on like a, kids climbing frame thing, and they were drunk and loud and boorish and indeed swearing loudly in front of children. So I should stop reading the chat so much when I'm trying to construct sentences in my drunk mind. Yeah, they went to the and they did and it was fucking childish. And I made a video where I literally on my camera that little it was like a minute video they took of them doing this at this kid's playground, and they and I said all I said was basically this. I was talking through it and saying like, oh, this is what happens when people who are so insulated, ironically in a little echo chamber, basically on the internet, and then when they go out into the real world, they don't know how to behave because they're not used to behaving like adults. They literally have been encased in a kind of um, emotional echo chamber, if you will, of man babiness, of adolescence. I didn't put the point as quite as eloquently, even though I was sober then and I'm drunk now. But yeah, that's what happened, and that video got taken down. And it was the reason I say that that it was V's fanboys is because a very similar video was made. Oh, I think I made mine after actually, but there's no plagiarism involved. Um, a very similar video on exactly the same topic, showing the same footage from this thing in London, um, was flagged down on the Woolly Bumblebees channel, or on Mr. Woolly Bees channel. I can't remember, one of them anyway. They got flagged down, so it's clearly them trying to silence people's criticisms of which is fucking BS. Now, to be fair, V has reached out to me and in the DM on Twitter and tried to sort of, help in whatever small way he can. So that's fair play to him on that point. But it seems really odd that you'd be fanboys for someone who himself has been very anti-flagging because he's been flagged himself and stuff. But yet you'd be a fanboy for them and then flag someone else. That seems really peculiar. I don't know why you'd do that. Like when I've always said like when Siwan Head and Armored Skeptic did a response to Shu's the episode of the Descent of Manosphere, that got flagged. And I made a video specifically saying to people, don't fucking flag them. Don't flag people. I don't care how horrible anyone is to me. Don't flag them. Just don't. It's a really dick thing to do. So yeah, that's basically what's happening. I'm not in terms of the future, what's going to happen on this channel. Not that, I mean, I'm presuming no one's going to watch when this goes up like as an actual video. No one will watch this far in because I've just been drunkenly rambling and not talking whilst reading bits from the chat. But in terms of the future, what's going to happen with this channel is I'm going to carry on as normal, but hopefully with slightly better production values, because that's something I've been for the last few videos been trying to sort of increase a little bit on my channel. Yeah, trying to up my production values a little bit. My videos are never going to be big fancy productions, but I've got like an intro GIF and an outro GIF and I've got a few basic bits and bobs I can do in terms of visuals and trying to cut things a bit better. I might go out and buy a new bit of equipment possibly as well. Certainly lighting I think can be improved. So just a few things like that. And a few bits, like a few special effects and all that sort of jazz to improve things a little bit. But other than that, it's going to be pretty much the same because I'm not going to let these fuckers silence me, regardless. And you never know, I might get the channel back, but I'm not. You know, I'm not going to be too. I'm not too confident about that. But anyway, thank you to the delightful mentalists who have given me money in the super chat. You people are crazy. But yeah, other than that, hang on. Has the sound gone again? Don't say the sound has gone. Apparently, this I don't know who's. Oh, fuck's sake. Anyway, I'm getting distracted by the chat again. Yeah, thank you to the people, the super chats and all of that, and to everyone else just for watching and caring, because that was one of the glorious things about the old channel was I got to 6,000. I thought that's some of the people anyway. They care. The people give a shit about what I have to say on some level. Even those that were hate watching, they care. Clearly, they do. I'd amassed a small following of hate watchers, and the same people would always comment very quickly. So basically, they'd click the notification, you know, the bell that you can click and you get a notification through to your thing. Thank you, some random geek, $2. Here is for the production fund. Yeah, well, thank you. Yeah, I've been distracted again. Fucking hell. Totally. But where was I? Can someone remind me in the chat what I was saying? Because I was about to actually make a vaguely sensible point, and I. Oh yeah, so yeah, they must have clicked the notification button, and then watch it straight away and comment and down thumb and all the rest of it. Like regardless, whenever I put up like the Descent of Manosphere, it always has a thumb or like 3-4 thumbs down within a couple of minutes, which means they can't have watched any of it. They've just instantly gone and clicked down. So that's sort of nice that these horrible pricks care. Like these are the kind of people I want to not like me. I'd be upset and annoyed if they did like me. So the fact that people give a shit is sort of nice. I appreciate that. Anyway, so thank you. Yeah, thank you to everyone for watching and supporting all the rest of it. If you want to share out a link to this channel and generally share it around and try and claw back some of what's been lost in terms of not just subscribers, because it isn't about, like, obviously what I do isn't just about numbers. It isn't just about getting subscribers. I could have way more subscribers by being an anti-feminist, right-wing, fucking troglodyte prick, one of those people. But I'm not going to do that. But to try and get back, you know, some of the people, some of the audience, some of the community that had been lost in the old channel being destroyed. So if you can do that, again, I'm not going to hold it against anyone if they don't. But if you want to, you know, click on, you know, the subscribe button and share this and my other content around. I'll be putting up the old Descent of Manospheres and all that over the coming days. So be prepared to be annoyed by me just flooding your subscription boxes with old crap you've already seen. So yeah, but thank you for being around and being glorious. You people are a wonderful little community. So yeah, I mean, just thank you. And for the first time, possibly as on the Kevin Francis Logan channel, rather than just the Kevin Logan channel. Thank you all for listening and watching. Hip hip.